Alright guys, we are back with another quiz. This one is a fun one, or at least it has the makings of being a very fun quiz. This is every #1 overall draft pick in the NFL since 1980. It is of course a quiz. As per usual, it will be linked down in the description below. You can click that link along with links to my socials, Twitter, and Twitch. I live stream pretty frequently. I do a lot of MLB over on Twitch though, so not a whole lot of Madden or NFL stuff, but that's pretty much what we're doing on here. Also, the support on the channel has been incredible recently. I know I'm like driving the tier list into the ground, but it's so nice to have growth that if people keep wanting those videos, I like to keep making them. So that's pretty much how I am with the tier list at this moment. But I guess let's go ahead and get into the quiz. All right, so we have 8 minutes. Thankfully, along with the team and the year, we have the position and the college that the player was drafted from. We have 8 minutes to get all 40. And what I will say is this would be pretty much impossible for me if I didn't have the year and the team. I just get kind of forgetful, but sometimes when you see the team or the position in the school, it kind of jogs your memory a little bit. And I will say it's interesting. You're going to see the trend across the course of this, as I imagine that it goes from like pretty skill position type players, so like quarterback, running back, wide receiver, to a lot of edge and offensive tackle and things like that. But enough rambling. We have 8 minutes on the clock. Time begins now. 1980 with the Lions, a running back from Oklahoma. I believe that is the original number 20 of the Detroit Lions before Barry Sanders, with Billy Sims. I believe he only played like 4 or 5 years with the Lions. I could be mistaken. I think it was only like 4 or 5 because he got injured. He had some really bad knee injuries. But is this Billy Sims? It is. We also get Kenneth Sims. Hook 'em Horns, Texas, 1982 Patriots. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Absolutely zero chance I would have gotten that. Running back, South Carolina, 1981 with the Saints. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. 1983, the Baltimore Colts took a quarterback out of Stanford, and he would never end up playing on that team. I'm sure many of you guys know this. It is John Elway. 1984, the Patriots receiver out of Nebraska. You imagine a receiver going #1 overall today? That is, I don't know why like the name Ernest Byner pops in my head. He was a pick by the Browns. He was a running back in the 80s, like, but not #1 overall. This is Irving Fryer, I want to say. It is Irving Fryer. 1985 with the Bills, defensive end out of Virginia Tech. For a second, I'm like, I have no idea who it is, but I do, actually. It's the all-time sack leader, Bruce Smith. We also get Alex Smith, quarterback out of Utah in the 2005 draft for the 49ers. That one I would have gotten very easily. Also, I'm like going kind of slow because I'm talking through this, so I kind of need to ramp up the pace. 1986 Bucks, that would be Bo Jackson, running back out of Auburn. I was hoping we get another Jackson there, but only one. 1987 Bucks. That is the answer on every single Sporkle video. That's Vinny Testaverde. 1988 Falcons, linebacker out of Auburn. Oh, geez. I don't know who this is. We're going to skip it because I feel like I'm not running out of time, but I kind of am. And I don't know that one initially. 1988 Falcons. Oh, shoot. Is it... no. The name Dana Stubblefield popped in my head, but he wasn't a #1 overall pick, first of all. And he was drafted to the 49ers, I want to say. He won Rookie of the Year. That might have been late 90s, so I don't know. I don't know who this is for the Falcons. We're going to move on. 1989 Cowboys, quarterback out of UCLA by way of Oklahoma. That is Troy Aikman. Doesn't say Oklahoma, but fun fact. 1990 Colts. I forgot that he went to Illinois, I guess, but that is Jeff George. 1991 Cowboys, defensive tackle out of Miami. 1991 Cowboys. I don't know. Sorry. 1992 Colts, they took a defensive tackle out of Washington. Sorry, no name is top of mind. 1993 Patriots took a QB out of Washington State. That is Drew Bledsoe. We're back getting some. Defensive tackle out of Ohio State. 1994 Bengals. I remember watching an NFL Network, like biggest draft bust ever. This is Dan Wilkinson, who I'll never forget. I just know his name. I think he was one of my coach names when I did a Bengals rebuild. 95 Bengals, they had the #1 pick again. Running back out of Penn State, that's got to be Kajana Carter, right? Yeah, Kajana Carter. I wasn't going to spell his first name. 96 Jet Sig receiver out of USC. That is Keyshawn Johnson. There we go. Offensive tackle out of Ohio State, 1997 Rams. That is Orlando Pace. Quarterback out of Tennessee, 1998 Colts. That is Peyton Manning. We also get Eli, who was taken by the Chargers, later traded to the Giants because he didn't want to play in San Diego. 1999 Browns took a quarterback out of Kentucky. That, of course, is Tim Couch. 2000 Browns, defensive end out of Penn State. I don't know. They had so many bad picks in the 2000s and late 90s, so I don't remember who that is. 2001 Falcons is an easy one. That is Michael Vick. Killer pick for the Vikings. He was a real dog. 2002 Texans is Derek Carr. David Carr. Are you stupid? Sorry. I knew it was David, but I said Derek because I'm an idiot. 2003 Bengals. Quarterback at USC is Carson Palmer. Now we're up to the 2006 Texans, as we got Eli and Alex Smith earlier. That is Mario Williams. That's not how you spell Williams. 2007 Raiders is one of the fattest anything ever. Not even just quarterbacks or NFL offensive linemen, or defensive linemen. We got Jamarcus Russell. 2008 Dolphins, offensive tackle out of Michigan is Jake Long. 2009 Lions, quarterback out of Georgia is Matthew Stafford. 2010 Rams, quarterback out of Oklahoma is Sam Bradford. 2011 Panthers, quarterback out of Auburn is Cam Newton. 2012 Colts, quarterback out of Stanford is Andrew Luck. Jesus. I don't know why I went brain dead there for a second. 2013 Chiefs, offensive tackle out of Central Michigan is Eric Fisher. 2014 Texans, defensive end out of South Carolina. Not the real USC, even though they were around first. That is Jadeveon Clowney. 2015 Bucks, quarterback out of Florida State is famous Jameis Winston. 2016 Rams, quarterback out of Cal is Jared Goff. 2017 Browns, defensive end out of Texas A&M is Myles Garrett. 2018 Browns, quarterback out of Oklahoma is, of course, Baker Mayfield. And the last quarterback on this list, last player on this list, is the most recent number 1 overall pick of the Arizona Cardinals. Back-to-back quarterbacks out of Oklahoma. That is, of course, Kyler Murray. Now, the question is, can I get any of these other guys? We have 2 minutes to do so. 35 out of 40 is better than I thought I would do. The ones I'm kind of surprised I got, well, Kenneth Sims, obviously, I shouldn't have gotten, but whatever. Kajana Carter, I wouldn't have gotten if I didn't see running back Penn State. He was pretty much only good in college, and I feel like I watched something on him in the last 6 months. Dan Wilkinson was one that I only know because he's a bust. Who else was weird? Jeff George, I kind of surprised myself, but 1990 Colt, and that one was easy, never mind. Irving Fryer, maybe. Running back out of South Carolina. I don't know why I feel like the name Graham is on here. I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, no. Is there a Johnson? We already have Keyshawn. Brown? Courtney Brown! Hell yeah, dude. Oh, man. Courtney Brown. To the Browns out of Penn State. How did I forget that one? He was nothing, but that was fun. Let's try some other generic names. Smith. We already had Smith. Lewis. Mitchell. Black. Green. Courtney Brown. That one I also should not have gotten. Who else here? 91 Cowboys. Defensive tackle out of Miami. That one's probably going to bother me once I see it. 92 Colts took a defensive tackle out of Washington. I just don't know. The running back out of South Carolina, I feel like I should be able to get too because he was obviously a beast in college. He went number 1 overall, and he was a running back. I'm going to have to give up, though. I don't know. George Rogers, I should have gotten. I really should have gotten that one. That's a little bit frustrating. Andre Bruce, I don't know who that is. Russell Maryland is a name that I've heard, but wasn't going to come up with him, and I've never in my life heard of Steve Emptman. Sorry. George Rogers, I feel like I should have gotten, though. That one's kind of annoying. Courtney Brown, I definitely shouldn't have, but we got the entire right correctly. So I like that. These ones were pretty much softballs, though. Courtney Brown was the only real tough one on that list at all. And then on this left side, a lot of them were pretty easy as well. I think the tougher ones that were like real hard were Kenneth Sims, but I got that because Billy Sims was pretty easy for me. Bo Jackson was pretty easy. Bruce Smith was pretty easy when you think about defensive end for the Bills during that time. Irving Fryer was another one. He had a pretty good career. He wasn't easy, but I knew it. He was kind of easy. Vinny Testaverde is another one who's kind of funny. Troy Aikman is easy. Jeff George, to me, was kind of easy. Drew Bledsoe was easy. A lot of these were easy. This was way easier than I thought it would be, honestly. I thought I'd forget a lot of these names, but I just didn't. So we got 90%. The average score is 48%. So pretty good. But I guess that's going to do it for this quiz, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support on the channel recently. We are coming up so close to 100,000 subscribers. So if you guys are on the fence, help me out. Yeah, I guess you can always unsubscribe later if you don't like it. That's my great sales pitch. All right, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.